Welcome in. It's Friday, the last day of February 2025. This is Melissa Hart with What's on the Agenda, the headlines of Dairy Agenda Today. You can listen to this on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts or on our Dairy Agenda Today YouTube channel. Tomorrow is the day for the Purple Ribbon Classic. It'll happen in Marshfield, Wisconsin. The catalog is online. Online bidding is available. Click on that link in the featured sales list or the banner ad for details. It happens at the Central Wisconsin State Fairgrounds. All of the information is right there on their sale page. Extra content can be found on their Facebook page and our Facebook page as well. There are several sales that have been added to the featured sales list, so I definitely want to highlight those before we move on to anything else. Of course, this week we added the Tennessee Spring Spectacular that happens on March 15th in Lebanon, Tennessee. Online bidding is available and that catalog will be coming. The 51st Annual Clinton County Classic happens on March 29th. I am not sure that we said anything about that. So that catalog will be coming soon. Online bidding will be available there. On April 4th, it's the Norse Haven Genetics Complete Dispersal that happens in Westby, Wisconsin. Multi-breed offering of top shelf genetics. Owners Jason Fremstead and Heidi Fremstead invite you to attend their complete dispersal. It will be a great opportunity to select from the best of 90 head of registered jerseys. This sale will be held at the Carrie Mosier Farm, so make sure you note that as well. Online bidding will be available and that catalog will be coming soon. So that's April 4th, the Norse Haven Genetics Complete Dispersal that happens in Westby, Wisconsin at the Carrie Mosier Farm. Another one I'm not sure I mentioned, but I will now. It's the 77th Annual Illinois PDCA sale that happens on April 5th. So mark that down and save that date. That catalog will be coming. Online bidding will be available for that. A sale that was just added yesterday, it's the Midwest Spring Edition at Do Enjoy Genetics. It happens in Arlington, Minnesota. They'll have live lots, IVF sessions, embryos, elite choices, and it's managed by Tony and Catherine Coles. Online bidding will be available. Details will be coming. The catalog will be coming as well. It's the Midwest Spring Edition sale at Do Enjoy Genetics in Arlington, Minnesota on April 7th. And for those of you wondering, that's a Monday. Just thought I'd throw that out there. We're doing a lot of sales on different days instead of just Saturdays, so that's nice because there's a lot of Saturdays that conflict with these sales. Like next week, it's the Miley Holstein's tag sale that happens on March 7th and 8th. That catalog is online. Online bidding is available. It is all part of the Ohio Holstein Convention sale. It happens at the farm in West Salem, Ohio. Find details when you click on their link in the featured sales list or their banner ad. It's the same day as the Hardcore Selection Sale 8 that happens at the Fraley Auction Complex in Muncie, Pennsylvania. All breeds will sell. A2 show heifers. They will be tested for the spring show, so make sure you check out that online catalog. When you click on their link in the featured sales list or their banner ad, online bidding is available for that sale. Head a little bit west and you get the Badger Dairy Club Invitational Sale. That's an indoor sale that happens at Varsity Hall 3. They'll have campus tours, they'll have a social hour, they'll have some award presentations, and the sale will start at 7 p.m. That catalog is now online. Bidding will be open for this sale on March 5th. That's the same day as the 81st Iowa State Brown Swiss sale. Now, this sale, you can find an outline of some of those consignments in the feature ad at the top of the page, or you can check out the online catalog in that featured sales list on the right side of the homepage, or by clicking on their banner ad. This happens in Cresco, Iowa on March 8th. Then the next week, it's the First Impressions at the Interstate 4 sale that happens on Friday, March 14th. That catalog is now online. Online bidding is available. And then the next day, it's the Springtime Jubilee at Peace and Plenty. It all happens in Maryland, so you'll want to spend the weekend in Maryland unless you're in Tennessee, because that's when the Tennessee Spring Spectacular is. So Maryland or Tennessee or Iowa. We had the Iowa Holstein Spring Sale. That catalog is now online. Check it out. It's just added to the featured sales list. It happens at the Fayette County Fairgrounds in West Union, Iowa. The sale starts at 11 a.m. Online bidding is available. Click on their link or their banner ad for details. It's the Iowa State Holstein Spring Sale, March 15th at 11 a.m. in West Union, Iowa. And then on Tuesday, March 18th, away from all the Saturday sales, is the Spring into Opportunity at Pine Tree 2 sale. Brown Swiss and jerseys will sell. A full podcast will be coming on that soon. Yesterday, I sat down with Kyle Stockdale. He's having a tag sale. It's the Kai Vision tag sale that will happen on March 10th in Keene, Ontario. That podcast will be dropping this weekend, so you'll want to make sure you listen to the DAT Extra podcast with Kyle Stockdale all about the Kai Vision tag sale. And here's a little preview of what Kyle and I talked about.
So we started pushing a little bit more to have some deeper pedigreed stuff. And being a decent-sized herd with a decent recip pool in our heifers, it made sense to me to be buying some cows to flush and implanting those eggs and just improving the overall genetic gain of our program. And that kind of led to maybe making some embryo sales here and there. And I kind of had it in my mind that I wanted to have a sale eventually. Last year was year number 1. I definitely learned a lot. Again, a lot of credit goes to Ethan at Kingsley. I leaned on him quite a bit for questions. I've been involved with those guys' sales for a lot of years as a contact and just fill in here and there. We're pretty close by geographically. So last year went really well. I had a nice group. Tried to kind of offer basically 4-H junior prospects, have some cow families that were popular and sire stacks that were popular, and everything went really well. Actually, I was very pleasantly surprised how it went, and we sold, I think, 14 lots. Everything that is in the sale is bred here. I'm not bringing in consignment. I say that, and I did actually go out and buy one heifer on the road from a neighbor. I liked her enough. I bought her. She's going to be in the sale, but
okay. For
the most part, I guess. There's 23 lots, I believe. I've got a couple that I think are maybe going to be out. Just some different choices and stuff that didn't quite pan out. It'll be around 20 head of live cattle. And we've got a heifer barn we built in 2015. The heifers are all housed in there. We kind of try to keep it low budget, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
I do all the clipping. I generally, between me and got a couple of 4-H girls and family that helps out, we'll get videos of pretty well everything. We started videos yesterday, actually. Okay. So there's I think I posted the first one this morning. So we'll get that all up. That'll all be posted on my social medias on either Facebook or my Snapchat, the big one. I love that as an avenue for marketing cattle. The quality of this year's sale, and everybody says this when they have a sale, but looking back, I've kind of seen some Facebook memories from last year pop up, and I think, man, that one wouldn't have made the sale this year. And I'm really happy. I've had a lot of people be very kindly reach out to me and say how good the group looks, and that means a lot.
That's Kyle Stockdale for the Kai Vision tag sale that happens on March 10th at the farm in Keene, Ontario. That podcast will be dropping this weekend, so you'll want to make sure you listen to the DAT Extra podcast. The Ohio dairy farmers plan a bright future at their annual industry meeting. They recently held that meeting earlier in February, where more than 130 farmers, industry leaders, and dairy experts gathered to provide valuable insights and highlighted key strategies for shaping a prosperous future for Ohio's dairy industry. The major highlight of the event was the unveiling of the strategic plan aimed at strengthening Ohio's dairy industry. Read more about that in the newsfeed on the homepage. Senator Tammy Baldwin has called on the U.S. Department of Agriculture to reinstate payments promised to recipients of the Wisconsin Dairy Business Innovation Initiative. This request comes after the Trump administration halted federal funding approved by Congress and signed into law, leaving 88 dairy businesses in Wisconsin waiting for a total of $6.5 million in reimbursements. Join the free virtual seminar on dairy reproduction best practices. This happens on March 18th and will focus on the latest research and best practices to enhance reproductive efficiency on dairy farms. Details and a link can be found in the newsfeed on the homepage for this free virtual event. Today is the last day to help small dairy farms and earn extra cash. Help small dairy farms across the country to be more successful while earning $150. Atlantic, a leading advocate for small dairy, is conducting a study to determine success factors for America's small dairy farms. If your farm fits this description, please take a quick 15-minute anonymous online survey. Checks are mailed within 5 days of the survey completion. Survey results will be used to develop and strengthen technical and business programs for small dairy farms. You can find a link to this online survey in the newsfeed on the homepage. There's also a banner ad, and today is the last day for the survey. So make sure you take advantage of that if you can. The DAT People's Choice question of the week is all about using immigrant labor. Have you or do you believe the current immigration policy will affect the labor needs on your dairy? Let us know what you think. We've got a couple of comments so far. We'd love to hear yours. That's the DAT People's Choice question of the week. Another sale I wanted to bring to your attention is the KCCK Genetics sale that happens on March 22nd at the Cruzy Farm in Dyersville, Iowa. That catalog is coming soon. Online bidding will be available. They had this sale last year. They're having it again this year. And here is just a small smattering of the Holstein consignments outlined by Cole Cruzy.
We got an alligator out of Babe coming from Firm Jacobs for the sale. She's a spring yearling. She'll be maternal sister to Bala and Baz. Baz was the top seller in the Prairie Passion sale last summer for $187,000. We got a maternal sister to her alligator sister. Then we got a choice out of Baz from Benby and Zimmer Holsteins from Saskatchewan up there. We were pretty fortunate last summer. My mom, Bill Rowan, and I, we went up there and saw the Baz cow when she sold in their sale last year. And we were contender on her last summer. And it's one of those cows that kind of leave you kind of speechless when you see her. She's a pretty special young cow. I think she's got a pretty bright future ahead of her. And I know she's in a great hotel at Nathan Thomas's in Vieira. They're pretty wound to have her. And so we'll be offering a choice of 2 attract calves out of Baz on our sale. We have a tattoo summer yearling out of a maxed out Parfact that goes back to La Madonna from Comstar. We have a bullseye granddaughter of Unix Sally, a winter calf from Justin Beltois. We'll be offering a Solomon maternal sister to Chief Liberty from Freyland Farms. We'll be offering an Anahita out of Doc Limeade, who was honorable mention intermediate champion at the Royal this past year. Energy winter calf from Explosion from Winrights, and a calf that's been maternal sisters to numerous All-American and nominated heifers. An A2P2 sister to Topage, who is supreme heifer at the Royal and 9th place at Expo this past year and top seller on the Botherview sale last summer. We have a bullseye spring yearling, granddaughter of Milano, who was nominated All-American 4-year-old in 2022 from Petty Clerk. We have an alligator winter calf out of Underground Adeline from Erlen Holsteins. We have a detective granddaughter of Goldwyn Alana from Blondin and Fairbank Cattle Company. We have another heifer from Comstar. She's a Loyal Summer Junior 2 prospect. She's from the same La Madonna family. And we also offering 5 number 1 embryos, full sisters to Lambda Selena, who was first place Junior 2 at the Royal and at World Dairy Expo and reserve intermediate champion at the Royal this past year.
That's Cole Cruzy with KCCK Genetics Springtime Showcase Sale 2 that happens on March 22nd at the farm in Dyersville, Iowa. Click on their link in the featured sales list for details. Also, we're adding to the featured sales list on the right side of the homepage the Ohio Spring Sale that happens on Saturday, April 12th. That catalog will be coming soon. Online bidding will be available. We will have that posted soon. Now, let's check out some market news in Class 3 trade at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange according to Bar Chart. February Class 3 milk was up a cent at $20.21. March was up 18 cents at $19 even. April was up 15 cents at $18.60. May was up 6 cents at $18.61. And June was up 11 cents at $18.10. Cash cheese blocks were unchanged at $1.87. Barrels were up a cent at $1.80.5. Butter was up a cent at $2.34.5. And grade A non-fat dry milk was up 3/4 of a cent at $1.20. Cash corn was down 13 cents. Big dive at $4.62. Cash soybeans were down 4 cents at $9.88. Cash soybean meal was unchanged at $3.0180. We will be heading out on the spring show trail in a couple of weeks. Our first shows will be the Clemson Spring Show in Clemson, South Carolina. We are excited a bit about being there, and then we'll roll right into all of the rest of the shows. We've got Spring Dairy Expo, New York Spring Dairy Carousel, the Texas State shows, the Southern National, North Carolina Spring Show. We've just got a lot of shows coming up here at the end of March. All of those show results will be right here on Dairy Agenda Today. If you would like to be a part of any of those shows and have your brand in front of thousands upon thousands of people, contact one of our sales reps today and choose whichever show you would like to be a part of. And as always, we will have all of our photos uploaded to our Smug Mug page, where you can go through those pictures and download any of those for FREE free. Now in the Just for Fun department, today is National Tooth Fairy Day. It's also Rare Disease Day, National Science Day, Public Sleeping Day, Snowshoe Day. It's Skip the Straw Day, sip right from the cup. Don't even worry about the straw. It is National Essay Day, National Floral Design Day, National Customized Wheel and Tire Day. That is crazy. Work your proper hours day. Go ahead, work a full 8 hours or then some. Car Keys and Small Change Day. And the food for the day is Global Scouse Day, which I have never heard of, but it looks like it's like stew. And better than that, National Chocolate Souffle Day. I have not had a chocolate souffle in a long time, nor have I made one, ever. That's what's happening on this Friday, February 28th. I think I might go get a punch key today. This is Melissa Hart with What's on the Agenda, the headlines of Dairy Agenda Today. You can listen to this on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts or on our Dairy Agenda Today YouTube channel. Be on the lookout for the DAT Extra podcast dropping this weekend. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.